Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video by yours truly. Before we go any further, there's a fun little story here. Ryuku Sensei, and some of my chat already knows this. When I went to Japan, there was one guy I met out there that took care of me as if I was his own blood. And I don't say this without exaggeration. I'll give you a quick little example. I ended up getting a brand new hotel because I like to live in nice things, and the one I was in wasn't that nice. So I ended up going to a nicer hotel that unfortunately was like a 30-minute travel from the establishment I was in Japan for. But I don't speak Japanese and I don't read Japanese, and I was incredibly intimidated by their trans system on how to get to my hotel using the trans system. Because if you end up using a cab, a taxi in Japan, if you don't know this, you're going to pay like $130. If you use the tran, you're going to pay like 50 cents. I'm not kidding. It's that big of a difference in price point. So this guy, he would, each day I was there, he would go inside the train system with me, ride to the train, ride through the train with me, get me to my stop, tell the guy on the train to drop me off where I need to be, and then he would go back home to his own place. He would do this each day. Yeah. I lost my camera that I now have. $1,000 investment here. I just bought it for Japan. I'm not making this up. This is a true story. I just bought it for Japan. And let me tell you something about Smack. I'm a very, very responsible human being, except with my belongings. I'm one of the worst motherfuckers on planet Earth with my belongings. My partner will tell you that. My friends will tell you that. My clients will tell you that. Everybody will tell you. If I didn't, my dad had a saying. My dad always tells me, son, you would lose your ass if it was not attached to you. And it's true. Anyways, I lost it in Japan. And this was probably one of the worst damn days of 2024 for me, because I lost it after I did all of the work for the sponsor I was out there for. I flew out there, remember, to Japan for NTE to do the sponsor work for them. I went to the event at the Tokyo Game Show, recorded everything, took pictures with all these girls and all this, and everything they wanted me to do to make a good, presentable video to you guys. Yeah, well, we went drinking that night, and I left I know this is long-winded before we get into this. This is such good, though. It's a good story. You got to stay with me here. I ended up leaving this shit in a bag, and it got lost in Japan, straight up. This same guy, he could have done anything with his time that day, and he wanted to go back to the Tokyo Game Show so that he can experience it for himself. Instead, he spent 4 hours with me the next morning searching for my camera. We went to the police station. He had to speak Japanese to them because I don't speak Japanese. We went to the train station. We went to the event. We went all around the place looking for this camera. Never could find it. So we went back to the police station to explain to the police where everything is. He was like, this is what it looked like. This is what he had in it. This is the bag. Yada, yada. We stayed there for about 45 minutes. Finally, the guy said he had all the details. Chat, when we end up getting done with that, I had to go back to Tokyo Game Show to record everything again on my iPhone 16. Thank God I upgraded my iPhone before going to Japan. So I recorded everything on there to solidify the sponsorship I had flew out there for. You want to know what was funny? This day that he did that for me was his birthday. He didn't mention this to me until the next day. Chat. This was the very first time I had ever met this man. I never met him before. I was recommended to meet him by the community because everybody said he was an upstanding guy and that he would help me out in Japan with any intimidation. We proceeded to go eat. He would order for everyone, including Braxophone, his friend, and another person, a fan we met. This dude was the pillar for our, and I say this to you guys so you know, this is a great fucking guy. There's nothing this man could say on this internet that would get me to think, oh, he's evil. Because he proved to me 87 times that he was just a great fucking guy, period. By the way, he sent that fucking camera to me through the mail from Japan because they ended up finding it eventually through the police system. They found it. Japan doesn't steal. That's what he kept telling me. Japan doesn't steal Smack. I'm sure they'll find it eventually. They ended up finding it, sending it over to me, and boom. That's the story. Long story short, this guy's been getting a lot of flack, I hear, Not a lot. I hear a lot of people have been agreeing with this video that he put out. I hear a lot of people have been agreeing with it, but also he's been getting a lot of flack. So I'm curious to hear his thoughts because hell, I met him in real life and he was a great fucking guy. And so now I'm curious to see what his content looks like. I've actually never watched a single video of Ryuku Sensei. So let's go ahead and check this shit out. I'm genuinely curious. Honkai Star Rail is the worst game I've ever played. Here's why. $5 USD from No Guard. Just from this story, I can deduce that he reads all the dialogue in HSR just for research purposes. Dude sounds real as fuck. No Guard. That's why I explained the context. This is not the kind of guy that's like a fuckboy or like fake or like looking for clout. If he says he feels a certain way based off of who I met in Japan, he genuinely feels that way. Is what I'm trying to say. All right, let's see, man. Let's see what bro's cooking.
Anymore. I feel like I'm going insane hearing this all the damn time. Honkai Star Rail is amazing. Not like that shit Genshin. Penacony, more like Pikacony. Am I right?
Bro, I'll be honest. I was not expecting this at all. Like, he's already in content creator mode. I've never seen him in this mode before. Sound is weird. Video a little low on volume. What the fuck, man?
Right? No. You're not right.
All right, you should be good now, and volume should be good too as well.
In fact, you are absolutely wrong. Now,
how's that sound, chat? We good? Audio good now? Okay.
I can't. I just can't anymore. I feel like I'm going insane hearing this all the damn time. Honkai Star Rail is amazing. Not like that shit Genshin. Penacony, more like Pikacony. Am I right? No. You're not right. In fact, you are absolutely wrong. Now, hear me when I say this, and I'm speaking to you. Yes, you. Specifically you. Honkai Star... This gets closer. Honkai Star Rail fucking sucks.
Bro, that is one hell of an intro. That is one hell of an intro. Like, that is like, you're asking for violence, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're asking for violence. But chat, this is what I want to say before we even go any further. I don't view this probably with the level of hostility that a lot of viewers view it. You want to know why? Because I understand the nature of producing a video when you're making an argument. You have to start off this way to reel people in. I'll be honest, I give this video a 10 out of 10 in terms of making an argument because now he's got your attention. And so now you're like, okay, I really have to hear what this guy has to say. He's basically being a great content creator right now. He's trying to get you to understand that he has a point to make. It's not that he genuinely thinks the whole game sucks, but that's a part of the business and the presentation of the point of view he's trying to make. You got to clickbait. Exactly. And this is also a part of the clickbait. It's also kind of true. Nah, bro, y'all waffling. All right, let's see what bro has to say.
And I can prove it with numbers.
Yes, science.
Now let me explain. First of all, do I even
Based for Breaking Bad.
play Honkai Star Rail? Yes. Kinda. I mean, I log in, stare at Himiko, do my dailies, stare at Kafka, do the simulated universe each week, stare at Hanya, and have slowly been building up my characters. I started back around mid-March after watching the 2.1 live stream about all the new rewards after the anniversary.
I just realized he picked 3 people. Himiko, Hanya, and who was the last one? Hanya, he was based for that one.
Hashtag Genshin
Kafka. Okay, yeah, hell yeah. Based.
Still never. And I wanted to quickly grind up through all the content from 1.0 all the way through to 2.1 to get Akron. Because I'm a disgusting little simp that wants her to step on my I got Sparkle, Dr. Ratio was
Come on, man.
in my inbox, as well as all the free pulls. The introduction to the game was really fun and engaging. I enjoyed playing through the Herta space station and pretty much everything on Belobog, especially Kokolia.
God. Yeah. Brother, I still have hope that we will get Kokolia as a playable character.
Huh? I thought you said Honkai Star Rail sucks. You're glazing it harder than a Krispy Kreme donut right now. When are you gonna... Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he has to build it up.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to that. Shut the fuck up. It had good design.
Bro, this is wild, bro. I don't think you understand. Like, this dude is such a gentle soul, bro. It's funny, like, listening to him be this way, bro. It's hilarious. He's also got that British humor to him, right? But it's funny seeing this.
Action, pacing, the story wasn't too simple, but still easy to follow. There was a good balance of puzzles, battles, and story all woven together well to make the storytelling experience really enjoyable with a fantastic soundtrack and an amazing finale with the Kokolia fight. And then we get to Zhuangzhou Luofu. No one really likes that area. Just wait until you get to Penok. Zhangzhou Lofu wasn't the worst. Definitely a step down from the massive high that we got after the end of Bellabog, but on the whole, I don't actually mind Zhangzhou Lofu. It was an interesting world with a completely different vibe.
So I guess that's how you say it, Jiangzhou, because he's also really big on pronunciation. That guy speaks literally perfect Japanese. I think you should incorporate that. If you watch this, Riku, you should incorporate that into your videos, man. People would be so fucking mind blown by your Japanese.
Music was good, the puzzles were fun and interesting, and we got new lore. The thing that really dragged it down, in my opinion, was the unnecessary jargon for relatively simple concepts.
Oh my God. I think I had a conversation with him about this in Japan. I think I did. Bro, I cannot stand these extra words they be using just to say something, man. It's like that one guy you're arguing with and he's trying to pull out the most, ridiculous fucking vocabulary just to like prove to you that they're a smart person. I don't care what kind of extensive vocabulary you have. That doesn't for me, it doesn't equate to genius. What equates to genius is allowing me to understand your point of view in the most palatable manner.
Here to witness the divination of the matrix of prescience.
You're here to read her mind and get some information out of her. I'm here to witness the divination of the matrix of prescience. Just speak fucking English, goddammit. But whatever, like I said, putting aside the random jargon and exposition,
I believe we are dealing with the so-called disciples of Sanctus Medicus. The Xianzhou has the blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ambrosial Arbiter.
Like, brother, what is he waffling about, bro? Ambrosial. I mean, it's like, listen, chat, I completely get it. You should have some patience to learn some of the jargon. But sometimes there's just too much fucking jargon. We already have to learn a lot of shit in life, bro. All right, I ain't got time to be learning jargon I'm never going to use in my own life. And if you're going to make up jargon, at least make it easy jargon to remember,
The Ambrosial Arbor was felled thousands of years ago.
it wasn't the worst area I've ever been to. Oh no, that crown undeniably goes to Penacony. Okay, come here. Closer.
That's why, okay, I'm gonna let him cook, and I'm not gonna pause as much, but that's why I genuinely have this tinfoil hat theory that they do use AI to write some of their scripts, because only AI would give you that goofy ass jargon. Like, type to AI, hey man, make up a concept of, gods and deities doing this, and that. And the fucking AI hits you with that bullshit.
A little more, a little closer. Fuck Penacony. I have never had a worse gaming experience in my life. And I've been playing games since I could hold a controller. I can remember playing Sonic the Hedgehog on the original Sega Mega Drive back when I was about 3 or 4 years old. I didn't get far. I was a kid. I just like seeing the spinny ball go zoom. Anyway, my point is I've been playing games for a long ass time. And
damn, hey, Ryuku makes great content, man. He does. Ryuku, brother, you're cooking, buddy. Seriously, I love the presentation. You're speaking with clarity. It's just good shit. By the way, off top of my head, him saying he had Penacony is the worst experience he's ever had. Off the top of my head, I'll tell you right now, the worst experience I ever had in the entirety of the gacha space was the R&R quest and the fucking trying to get Eidolons for the MC. I cannot believe they put me through that level of torture. That shit was insane, bro. It took me, chat, and I say this without exaggeration, it took me like fucking 4 months to get my Eidolons because I just couldn't grind through that shit, bro. I was like, oh, I'm going. So I feel like he's tying into some of that. And then he's probably tying into just how lengthy it was listening to the story. But I do. Here's the thing. I enjoyed Penacony's story. It actually had some of the most thought-provoking conversations with my community upon things that are actually existing in real life. So I do look forward to hearing what he has to say about that.
And never in my 35 years on this planet have I raged at just how mind-numbingly boring Penacony is. And yes, I am including that R&R quest from Genshin. Still not as bad as Penacony. Bellabug was good.
Not as bad as Penacony? Yeah, I don't know about that one, brother. I don't know about that one. Let him cook, though.
Zhangzhou Lofu wasn't bad, but then it just dives off a cliff with Penacony. The biggest problem with Penacony is that it's just not fun. Like, at all. You literally cannot do a single thing for the first hour and a half where you get to that one battle which takes about a minute to clear. And after that, you're right back to yapping for another 48 minutes with literally nothing to do but run around with Firefly doing real important stuff like roulette, ice cream, and bubble pinball, I guess. Oh, got another battle. That's another 1 minute of something, I guess, against a fucking trash can.
There's nothing wrong with that. If you're gonna scrutinize that, then you just might as well scrutinize the entirety of Persona. Persona got nothing but goofy ass fucking mobs you fighting this shit, bro.
I actually timed how much turn-based action RPG we got in this turn-based action RPG game. So 2.0 takes about 5.5 hours to complete, right? Keep in mind this is about the same amount of time it took for us to complete the entirety of Belobog. And this is just the introduction to Penacony. So yeah, 5.5 hours, and of that you spend a grand total of 9 minutes, 24 seconds actually doing that. I did the math. That is literally 2.85% of the time doing the thing you came to this game to do. Oh, so it's not good if you're not constantly fighting? Is that what you're trying to say? No, not at all. I don't need it to be 100% fighting all the time. Hell, I don't even need it to be 50%. But less than 3% is not nearly enough.
I feel like he says shit. I'll be honest, chat. I feel like he's doing what I always say. I like these fucking gacha nerds get pump faked by a cutscene and they forget they spent 8 hours getting to the cutscene. Like, yeah, I think you guys aren't surprised that I agree with this. Y'all know I always go off about that exact same thing all the time.
I didn't hate everything though. There's the interactive section with Firefly. That was alright. Took about 15 minutes though. Then there's the time that we're in the dreamscape. This is the only area in Penacony that I actually enjoyed. This is what we were promised in the beginning with that whole scene with Akron. And when we were there, I immediately felt a major shift in tone and storytelling that was completely absent so far. Okay. Right, I'm guessing this is where the story gets good. At least I'm hoping.
Bro does not have a outer glow. Ryuku, that is the most hood nigga shit I ever seen in my life, bro. You put an outer glow on your PNG. That's insane. That's bro's aura? True.
Too bad we were only there for about 45 minutes, max. Most of the time, you can't really do anything but go to the next dialogue location and sit around watching people yap. How much yap, you ask? Again, I timed it. 3 hours, 49 minutes, and 36 fucking agonizing seconds of yap.
Yikes! Yeah, that's what they specialize in, brother. But don't tell that to the Genshin Impact players, bro. All right, that yapping is high quality yapping, brother, okay?
Out of 5 hours and
that is some good waffling. All right, you go to a breakfast house, you get you some waffles, that's what you're gonna find.
17 minutes of story, might I remind you. And at the end, the big twist, the big reveal is that Robin is dead.
Oh no. I know.
Oh,
That's exactly how I feel, man. Oh no, what am I gonna do? These motherfuckers be wanting you to really be sad, bro. But that is how I be feeling, bro. They be like, wait, I'm supposed to be sad?
The reveal is that Robin is dead.
Oh no. I know.
Ah, damn, that shit is good, bro.
Oh, you mean the girl that only had 3 minutes and 43 seconds of screen time this entire quest? That girl? We were supposed to care that she died? Her own song has a longer lifespan than she does. Seriously, why was I...
Hold up, I gotta lock in.
We were supposed to care that she died? Her own song has a longer lifespan than she does. Seriously, why was I supposed to care? Then on to 2.1 when we continue on with Trailblazer's story. Right? Wrong. Oh, this fucking quest. Oh my god. It pissed me off so much I was about ready to punch through my desk. I thought 2.0 was bad, but I had absolutely no idea about the mind-numbing torture I was about to get myself through. Looking back on it, I would rather French kiss a Dementor than go through all this again. The quest is just less than 6 hours long, and 4.5 hours of that is nothing but pure fucking yap. Shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck.
Bro is so mad. Bro is so mad. Oh my god, dude. I feel like the chat dead ass. I feel like this is a good representation. That was a based crash out. I feel like this is a good representation, though, of how a lot of adults that play these gacha games and then they hear the gacha sphere tell them, it's so good, bro. Yo, you gotta experience it, man. It's so good. You know? And then you get into it, and that is your experience. You're just like, bro, what are they waffling about, man? You know what I mean? Hey, Harry Monk, thank you with the prime sub, baby. I appreciate you. Bro's telling nothing but the truth.
Harry_monk
Guys.
just subscribed.
Guys, I get it that Ryuku's delivering this shit with all kinds of aggression. But dude, the things the things he's saying right now, so far, from my standpoint, and if he says some goofy shit, I'm going to speak up on it. They're pretty damn true, guys. I'm sorry, but they are. You spend a lot of time in these fucking convoluted dialogues trying to you forget the point you even started the damn patch for. You're like, okay, why are we over here talking about this? And I've said this before. I said, when you go to a gas station, you don't have to explain every thought that went to your brain on the way to the gas station. You don't have to say you saw a bee fly by. You don't have to say that you saw a lady watering her fucking grass. Bro, I went to the gas station, got some snacks, came back, right? That is unfortunately what you deal with in these Hoyo games. They have to explain every little fucking detail.
There was a total.
I think the problem is people don't have a baseline to agree on as to what they would define as yap. And you know what, peasant? Okay, that's fair. You're right. Because, and you know what? I'll be honest. I don't know who's originally responsible for it. I do feel like I came in hot with the word yap, but I'm not going to take credit for it. We overuse yap a lot. We do. We overuse yap for things that aren't even yap. Like it's actual necessary infrastructure for you to understand the story. It's necessary setup, storytelling. But you know, unfortunately, that's just what it is. You know, waffle, yap.
Of about 24 minutes worth of fighting. 13.5 minutes of those weren't necessary to the story at all. 45 seconds weren't necessary to the story. And the last 11 minutes were the fight against Aventurine.
Holy studying. This guy is a formidable opponent, Jack. Imagine if you came after Ryuku. Take a look at what this guy... Bro, do you understand how much focus you got to have for this? Bro's actually sitting here. He's got a whole ass timetable. That's crazy, bro. He was taking notes. Oh, shit. Blood has the receipts.
You spent more time staring at static images listening to people talk about deep politics and very important theological stuff you have no idea about. What do you mean? It made sense. I followed it. Were you even paying attention to the story? Yes, I was, actually. I didn't skip a single line of dialogue. I was a good little boy and I took it all in. And all the stuff that went on about in Penokuni made literally no fucking sense. For a new player, that is. Here's the thing. A lot of the stuff being talked about...
Okay. So to be fair, this is one of my first disagreements. Those conversations between Jade and Aventurine were fucking good. They were good because they were setting up who Aventurine was, how him and Jade's relationship existed, and like what he came from and how he got to the point where he was. That is what I mean. That there is the definition of meaningful yap. I needed to see his relationship with Jade in that circumstance to understand who Aventurine was and why he was the way he was. I disagree. That part there, that literal example he brought up, that was good fucking yap. And honestly, often at times when they go to those scenes that he said he doesn't know anybody about, those are the best fucking dialogues. When Acheron is talking to the old nigga in the Nihility realm. Keep watching. He explained why. I mean, dude, it's a part of us having a discussion. I can't have a conversation with him, so I have to pause it. And this is what you call reacting. I actually enjoyed those the most, and it was pretty damn good.
In Penokuni, you have to play through the simulated universe several dozen times. You have to have gone through all the different encounters and read through all the dialogue trees there are to understand what was going on. Can I get some peace and quiet today? Holy shit. All this the dialogue was several dozen times. A lot of the stuff being talked about in Penokuni, you have to play through the simulated universe several dozen times. You have to have gone through all the different encounters and read through all the dialogue trees there are to understand what was going on.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I never paid attention to any simulated universe dialogue. And I understood that shit perfectly, doc. You know what I mean? I never went through any of that. I also damn sure wasn't about to listen to those side quests. Listen, brother, if it ain't MSQ, I ain't listening to that shit. So I think he's waffling on that one. To be fair, be completely fair, Ryu, I love you, but you waffling on that one, brother.
Can I get some peace and quiet today? Holy shit. All this stuff about the hunt this, harmony that, nihility, emanators, jippe, etc, etc. All of that was hardly even mentioned, let alone explained in the main story. Like, at all. And maybe I'm a little bit naive for thinking this, but
I feel like the harmony concept in and of itself was baked into the Penokuni patch. You came to discover that harmony was essentially just tied into Christianity and Catholic beliefs. Am I crazy? Nah, just lore in those like world. All what you need to know, they are eons. Well, they explain a lot of it in the simulated universe too, but that's optional lore. That's optional lore. They barely explain, bro. Okay, so here's the thing. Not everything needs to be explained. Hold on. No. Hold on. We can't let this go. You niggas not about to be sitting here talking about they barely explained. What is the harmony path and why was Sunday sitting there listening to people confess their sins? Why was he sitting there listening to people confess their sins? Why were they showing off that entire trope if not to explain that? Furthermore, they didn't explain how the harmony path and what the fuck is that other eon that got devoured? There was an eon that got devoured by the harmony path. And then that ended up being the, what is it called? The fucking people who control everything. Order. Yeah, the order. The order ends up controlling, they want to control everybody. And then you come to discover that the order cannot like exist with harmony because they function entirely different. It just cannot absent. So then when they realize they swallowed somebody that just can't fucking like function inside of them, then they realize they fucked up. The concepts are very simple and don't need a lot of explanation, but you can read 300 pages. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I feel like at this particular point, it's nitpicking. Yeah, I feel like people were just nitpicking at this point. Like, dude, Pinacone had a lot of depth to it. And if you didn't know, well, you just weren't paying attention. Even I knew, and I'm not sitting here being the fucking god tier, like, lore head. Most of it's not explained when it's important. For example, what is order and how does it work and what exactly the relation with order? They literally explained it. Brother, what the fuck are you waffling about? They literally explained order. The whole purpose of it is in Pinacone. It's explained. Bro, what? Oh my God, bro's waffling. Order is what Sunday was trying to achieve. He was trying to literally do a Madara concept and control everybody and have a predetermined destiny that already understands what they want out of life. He's essentially trying to give you a dream world and you don't get to make your own choices because you don't know how to make the right choices. That is order. We will have order. Like that's what I'm saying. Like y'all are not waffling. Y'all aren't cooking is what I'm trying to say, chat. I think I understood the story more than the majority of you niggas. I'm dead ass. How do I know the story more than y'all and I'm way busier with my shit, bro? That's crazy. That is like, I'm explaining to you in 4K because I actually watched the story. True at base. I know. You gotta pay attention. Yeah, just because you're retarded doesn't mean they didn't explain it. They explained the fuck out of order. And I remembered it and I ain't played that shit in 6 months. What are we talking about here?
I think if something is going to be talked about in the story, it should be properly introduced and explained in the story.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ryu. Like, they explained that shit. And you know damn well I'm not about to sit here and dick ride no story that wasn't doing anything. They explained the shit out of order and harmony. It was baked quite literally into Pinacone.
I know. Also, another hot take here. But I thought the main story quest was supposed to, follow the main character. The majority of 2.1 was from the perspective of someone that I could literally not give two flying fucks about. Aventurine. Oh my God. In 2.0, he was on stream for a total of like, say, 30 minutes. Most of the time he was being a...
If you had time to watch the whole story, you're not busy enough. Oh, it's my job. I got paid for that. Just like I get paid to train clients. The fuck are you waffling about, buddy? It's not like I watched that story because I had nothing else to do with my time. I get paid to play the story. Dumbass.
Dick. In 2.1, you're supposed to spend most of the time in his point of view, following his story, talking about things that we don't know, doing things we don't care about, talking to NPCs we're going to forget about. Why was this in the main story?
Now that I all agree with. They do this shit all the time in Hoyo. There's a lot of like unnecessary. This is the yap that I agree with for sure.
Quest. I literally could not have cared less about adventuring when going through this, and I was slowly hating him more and more the longer I was forced to play as this golden-haired fuckboy with freshly shaved testicles on his chest.
Rax Money, thank you for the prime sub.
Rax Money just subscribed.
Bro, why did he bake him like that?
I was forced to play as this golden-haired fuckboy with freshly shaved testicles on his chest.
A Vulcan to get a kick out of that one.
Well, it's supposed to set up his motivations for the final battle and, yeah. And character story quests exist exactly for this reason. What they should have done is saved all of that for a quest that we have to do after we, Trailblazer, go through our own story. Go through that, make Aventurine seem like the villain, have the big fight with Aventurine, yada yada yada. Then we have a character story quest unlocked where we flashback to go through all of Aventurine's stuff.
So this is, I guarantee this is where he's getting all his hate from, because he's going in on the Golden Boy, which I'll be honest, Aventurine had the most dick riders I ever seen in my life. But here's the funny thing. Aventurine's story, was it enjoyable? Yeah, but did they spend way too much time explaining everything about Aventurine? Yes, I completely agree with this. I think they literally 90% of Pinaconi was about Aventurine. And I'm like, dog, I get it now, bro. We don't got to keep explaining things about Aventurine. I am with him on this 100%.
That would recontextualize how we see him as a character and put everything in a new light. If you are familiar with Harry Potter, you'll understand what I mean. We go through that story thinking Snape is a bad guy out to get Harry. It's not until far into the later books that we get his backstory, and it completely changes how we see him as a character and his actions in the story. So
good fucking reference. Good fucking reference. Yeah, Snake's role in Harry Potter was masterful. And I don't use that word lightly. That was a master. He was quite literally fucking Itachi. Snape was Itachi, bro. Dead ass.
Far. If we had known that backstory before all of this, it would have ruined many narratives and plot twists. Now back to Honkai Star Rail. So putting aside all the Aventurine stuff, we spend about 2.5 hours as Trailblazer, and
I will like to say, shit, chat, y'all know I'm a yapper, bro. This is gonna be a hell of a react. That's just one facet of telling a story, though. I admit that it's a beautiful way, but that's just one facet. It's not like that's the only way to have to tell one.
And what we were doing? Going from one location to another to stand around talking. Most of the dialogue is basically recapping what we just went through in 2.0. That is until the bar sequence. Quick question. What was the fucking point of that bar sequence? Did I miss something? Like, Shaban is hot and all, don't get me wrong. But on the whole, the entire thing had nothing to do with the story at large, right? Seriously, what was the point? Just to set up that drink mixing minigame? Okay. Why is it in the main story quest though? It makes no sense at all.
Good point. Fair. Completely fair enough. And he said it perfectly too. Yeah, she's hot, but I don't care about this bitch. That's completely fair.
Hoyoverse, listen, I get that you want to make this game a more cinematic experience. Cool. I like movies. But to do that, you've got to learn a thing or two about, cinema. Having people stand around talking for several minutes at a time with no changes in angle, character focus, zero character movement, or anything like that is just not interesting at all. And that's when they're trying.
I mean, y'all have heard me say that 7 billion times. Y'all know I agree with every bit of that. I told y'all, all gacha game stories are garbage because of that methodical approach. If you sit there and expect me to consume every bit of dialogue, and that's the only fucking way you explain it, it's garbage. And any dumbass who says, no, yeah, you're just wrong, bro. You're just wrong. You can't. And the reason they do that because it's low budget as shit. It is saving money to do that. That's why. That's the real God's honest truth. They're not going to sit here and hit you with anime adaptations because it takes more money and more time, and they don't want to do that.
Like I mentioned before, there were way too many static shots or just...
What has angles, brother? We're not going to sit here and praise Roa like it does anything different. It does the exact fucking same shit, bro.
Straight up black screens in this patch. And here's the golden rule for cinematic storytelling, Hoyoverse. Show, don't tell. In fact, there were a total of 35 minutes and 54 seconds of scenes with static images, whereas a grand total of 24 minutes, 7 seconds actually in battle. At this point, Honkai Star Rail is the equivalent of Love and Deep Space, a visual novel with minor gameplay aspects. Which is fine for lads.
Bro, I know they ain't just let this man weak at me like that, bro. Ain't no way.
Because that's what they marketed themselves as. Can't say the same with Honkai Star Rail though. And this tell, don't show style storytelling, using that word very loosely, continued into 2.2 as well. I think you can tell what I'm going to say about this patch too. Too much yap, not enough gameplay. At all. Not a single battle for 3 whole hours.
Yeah, that shit was rough.
And that one only lasted a couple of minutes too. In fact, there was one whole 15-minute section of nothing but black screens and 2 static images.
Okay, see, that's why I said though, I personally enjoyed this. Those conversations with Raiden and that old man went hard. I ain't gonna cap. That shit was some good ass yap, bro. I fucked with it hard. And then you ended up finding out who the old man was at the end. He was best friends with what, Gallagher, right? That shit was peak. Like finding out that the old man, I do feel like they could have chose a more important character, but it was still beautiful if you kept up with the Gallagher relationship with that old man. It was good, but yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. As somebody who really does listen to a lot of good stories, that shit was pretty good, man. You know what I mean? Still too long. That's subjective. In that sense, that's literally subjective. What's too long is the entirety of the duration of the story. But that part is good fucking content to consume. That's subjective to say it's too long. Hell, you could say this stream is too long.
15 fucking minutes. Jesus Christ. Imagine watching an episode of your favorite anime and it was just literally 1 or 2 pictures for the entire runtime. But at this point, I knew what I was kind of getting myself into, so let's just take it for what it is. Maybe I'll enjoy it more that way. Nope, but it's not as bad as Genshin. At least you don't have to listen to Paimon. Who needs Paimon? They do the exact same thing in Honkai Star Rail too. Repetitious,
Yeah, there she go over there in the motherfucking left-hand side, bro. March 7th. God damn, that bitch be giving me a migraine.
dialogue talking about things we just did or things we don't care about. Sure, maybe it's not as annoying as Paimon's high-pitched screeching. But why is Sunday telling us about how
this
Robin
is
got
good
shot in the
content,
neck?
man.
Again,
This is
too
really
much
good
tell,
content.
Not enough show. Why aren't we seeing it? Now, I don't mean to go the full PG-13 route or anything like that. I mean, think of the children. But they could have done it in a way where we take control of Robin for a short period of time, where we see her helping the civilians. We see the war-torn location, the desolation, the despair, the tragedy, and Robin trying to be the shining ray of light, the song of hope for the people. We see her going around, helping people, and see hope return to their faces because of her. Then at the end, we can get a scene in the evening. The sun is setting, Robin's in the distance, backlit beautifully, leaving only a black silhouette. Then we hear a gunshot, and we see her fall to the ground. Fade to black. Cinema. Pure fucking cinema. We could have done all of that in about a 20 or 30 minute sequence. Reuse assets from Bellabog or something. It's not.
It would have changed the entirety of how a story is told in the gacha space. That would disrupt the entirety of a gacha space if they actually were able to condense up the meaningful moments in a tenth of the time. It would be so fucking good. I completely agree. But I tell you, they draw these things out because of the entirety of the dynamic of a gacha game. Their job is to quite literally milk the cow for as long as they can. And so that convoluted dialogue is baked into their infrastructure so that they can tackle that goal. But he's right.
Not that hard. But no, we get Sunday yapping about it for several minutes, speaking in such a monotone drawl that I almost fell asleep.
Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments, don't you?
This was supposed to be his biggest
If
motivation.
they actually got to the point, it's like Tectone said it one time, right? The goal of streaming is to stall as much as you can to make as much money as you can. It's the same thing with these gacha companies. Their goal is to stall. They're stalling as much as they can, bro.
Factor. This is why
And then they're gonna hype you up again and take your money.
Apathy about the whole entire thing. His entire story is about him wanting to protect his sister, to keep her in a cage for her own protection, and she wants to be free despite the danger that might come to her. I'll give this to 2.2 though. It did start to explore interesting philosophical concepts with this plotline. They kept bringing up the question of is it better to be in a cage completely protected from harm, or is it better to be free even though you may get hurt? The whole thing between...
I love this, by the way. I enjoyed this. And the reason I enjoyed it very much is because I can relate to this with my real life situation and circumstances. I was somebody who had to grow up fast, but I have family who never left the fucking cage. And I have family who thought them staying in the cage was the best way for them to live their life. And it wasn't. It actually butchered them. It crippled them. Like, staying in that cage ain't no good for you, bro. You gotta lead a bird's nest eventually and learn how to fly or die trying. But like, this was a concept that got me talking with my chat a lot during the story. And this is what I was telling to you about. Like, there was a lot of concepts in Pinaconi that led to real life like circumstances to allow you to have conducive conversations.
Robin and Sunday is that their relationship is much like the bird in the cage flashback that was just brought up, and it was genuinely interesting. Well, it was the first time we heard it, but the amount of times they bring it up and not do anything with that concept until the very end just got annoying. I wasn't the only one that noticed this either. Even now there are people making...
That's true. He's right. They went back to that birdie reference 87 times. Too much, actually. If you truly believe in your story, only do it one time. And then at the very end, bring it back up again. And then it'll be more potent. But if you keep bringing the shit back up, it takes away from that one little time. You know what I mean? Like, you got to catch it. You got to trust that your story listeners are going to catch that and appreciate it. And if they don't, well, they're cooked.
Charmony Dove memes. I could go on about all the other things, like how nobody seems to speak like a regular human being.
Still unwilling to reveal your true identity?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I can't. I've come so far, and I can't sum up all of that in just a few words.
Not to mention, a lot of the dialogue sounds like it was written by an edgy 13-year-old trying to be deep. Why does life slumber? You're fucking kidding me with that line.
I fucking love you, bro. Oh my God. You fucking kidding me with that line. Why does life slumber? Think about that line though, chat. Why does life slumber?
Are you? What the fuck does that even mean? People think that's deep. Yeah, okay, whatever. And other.
And that's the annoying thing about being a creator in this space. You got to deal with these dumbasses, bro, who try to they try so hard to make things deep. Hey, Kawa Pedros, thank you for the prime sub, baby. Dude.
Kawa Pedros just subscribed.
That's the problem with the Wuthering Waves latest Camellia story. These motherfuckers try to make the story deeper than what it actually is. Like, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. That bitch wants my meat like everybody else. Stop trying to make it seem like she's different. She doesn't just want the main protagonist. She wants somebody who's strong. Bro, shut the fuck up. That shit ain't that deep.
Issues that aren't really Honkai Star Rail specific, like the single choice dialogue options or the illusion of choice, where you have like several options, but they all say practically the same thing and leads to no changes at all in the dialogue tree. Like, what is the point? But at this point, I think I'd be kicking a dead horse. On the whole, I think the gameplay and story in Honkai Star Rail is good. What do you mean it's good?
I think he was cooking.
And leads to, or the illusion of choice, where you have like several options, but they all say practically the same thing and leads to no changes at all in the dialogue tree. Like,
my God, I hate that shit in these gacha games. And like, stop giving me fucking options, bro. All right, you're not even a Telltale series. If I give the option, you don't even change the story. Like, if you were a Telltale, cool. But you give me options just so I have to listen to your dog shit story. Stop giving me options. Give me the opportunity to put autoplay and then go make a breakfast. When I come back, that shit is done.
The point. But at this point, I think I'd be kicking a dead horse. On the whole, I think the gameplay and story in Honkai Star Rail is good. What do you mean it's good? You've just been ranting about it this whole time. Now, listen to what I'm saying. The gameplay is good. The story is good. The storytelling is absolute horseshit.
And people don't know the difference between that shit, man. They don't they also, a lot of people in the gaming community don't know the fucking difference between good lore and good story. Like, bro, that is not the same. In fact, often at times you get these goofy ass content creators delving into the lore and then saying like the story's actually good and then doing nothing but talking about lore in their video. Like, bro, that's not the story, brother. That is not story, man.
It doesn't matter if you think Honkai Star Rail's gameplay is the best that gacha games can be. It doesn't matter if the story is the best thing out there either. Now, hear me out. You can have the most delicious kernel of corn in the world. This corn tastes so good it can change your life, and you'll never taste anything better than it in the entire world for the rest of your life. But if that kernel of corn is encased in a giant dog turd, I don't care how good it tastes, I'm not fucking eating that shit. Sure, the corn might be good, but getting there was an absolute nightmare, and I have the aftertaste of dog shit in my mouth.
Good reference, man. Bro, good reference.
No thanks. I'm good. I've been meaning to play through 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, and 2.6, but I just physically cannot get myself in the mindset of I'm about to put myself through torture right now. I'm about to put myself through torture. This is going to hurt. This is going to be painful. I am going to kill myself.
That's how I feel every time I think about doing the rogue mode in Zenless Zone Zero or the simulated universe in Honkai Star Rail. These rogue modes in these gacha games, I'm sorry, man. They're just not for me. I stress myself out going, damn, bro, just get it out the way, man. You know, just knock it out. And then you'll have your little resources. Nah, I'm good.
But why do I feel like this and the rest of the gacha community still raves about how good Honkai Star Rail is? Best storytelling? Are you fucking kidding me? This is what I think it is. The people who think Honkai Star Rail is good are those who jumped on Honkai Star Rail from day one.
I would be curious to hear what gacha story he thinks is better, though. Because if you're going to say HSR sucks, then we have to now use we have to use the infrastructure of the gacha space to compare it to a story that is actually good. And by the way, if y'all don't know this, because again, I know Ryu, I met him in Japan. He plays like 30 fucking gacha games. You know what I mean?
They've been playing it every day, piecemeal, and they haven't noticed the gradual decrease in quality, like a frog in boiling water. If a frog is put in boiling water, it will immediately jump out. But if the frog is in cold water and you slowly increase the temperature, it won't notice the danger and it will be cooked to death. You're cooked.
That is actually a fact too, by the way, guys. Where? I actually recently learned that. Like, when I say recently, I learned that like in the past week or two. And it was used somewhere else. I don't remember where. Fuck. Damn, I can't remember that one. So annoying. I just listened to that somewhere else.
You are quite literally cooked right now. Well, actually, modern scientists say that due to the regulation, frogs will still jump out, so you're actually wrong. George?
Shut the fuck up!
Dog, bro. Reuse content is good, bro. Hold on, man. Hey, we got bros make me laugh out loud too many times, brother. Hey, Ryu, you earned it, buddy. All right, all notifications on. Oh my God.
Thank you, George. Even though I enjoy story-focused turn-based action RPGs, and I do, my favorite game of all time is Final Fantasy VIII, followed closely by Final Fantasy X. I just can't bring myself
Holy based! We talked about this at fucking dinner in Japan.
to drudge through dog shit.
Hey, shout out my boy Squall. Hey, shout out my boy Cypher, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's the boys.
Storytelling like in Honkai Star Rail more. Even if I like the gameplay, as basic as it is, it's not worth it if it's only 5% of the game as a whole. No, wait, sorry, 3%.
Oh, and shout out Squall too. I mean, not Squall, I'm sorry. Shout out, is it Titus? I always never knew if it was Titus or Titus, and I hate how Titus sounds, so I would convince myself that it was Titus. But shout out Titus, shout out Orin, shout out Titus' dad, shout out that boy goofy ass Seymour. Shout out that fine ass black mage. Shout out Riku. You know, man, bro, I'm at 10. All right, my bad, bro. Let me stop geeking out. Shout out Waka. Oh, that boy Waka.
And almost gave it too much credit there. Fun but scarce gameplay, interesting core story ruined by terrible writing. Seriously, does anybody talk like a regular human? Just one. I just need one person, please. Atrocious exposition, repetition, jargon, and a lot left unexplained, leaving players feeling unsatisfied. This is what 90% of Honkai Star Rail is right now. And even if the rest of the 10% is all good, all great even, 90% is still the vast majority. And that's why I say, as a whole, Honkai Star Rail fucking sucks ass.
Hold up.
Is all good. This is what 90% of Honkai jargon, and a lot left unexplained, leaving players feeling unsatisfied. This is what 90% of Honkai Star Rail is right now. And even if the rest of the 10% is all good, all great even, 90% is still the vast majority. And that's why I say, as a whole, Honkai Star Rail fucking sucks ass.
%90 is definitely 90% is wrong. It is. Anybody can blitz through that story and spend 90% of their time doing MOC, building up characters, constantly testing out the team compositions that they've acquired. No, I don't spend 90% of my time doing story. I think that's factually wrong. I'm sorry. I do get what he's saying though, because if we compare it from an update perspective, when you get a brand new patch, and you don't include repetition of doing the same thing over and over, memory of chaos, like all that other stuff. If you don't include the repetition of repeating that, then the patch update, this is literally the percentages. It's like 50% story, 30% brand new characters for you to try, and new MOC formats and simulated universe and shit. So he's right in that aspect. And that's why I tell y'all, you get half-ass games. 90% if you play all things at a time. Yeah, it's like, I still don't say it's still not 90% though. I just told you what 90% is. You got to understand, guys, the characters they monetize are debatably 50% of the content that comes with a new patch. The characters that they're monetized. If you do not pick up the new character, 50% of the content is down the drain. All right, and then you have the new MOC formats, the updated simulated universe, and then you have the story as well. Like, you cannot give story 90%. You just can't. Not with that logic. You could give it, I'll give it tops 50%. I'll give it tops 50%. So, didn't he say 90% of the story is useless jargon and 10% is actual story? There's no way that makes sense, Shrimpvine, and let me explain why. He said Honkai Star Rail sucks. The whole fucking game, Honkai Star Rail. So that means he's not just talking about story. He's talking about story. He's talking about gameplay. He's talking about monetization model. He's talking about everything that consists inside of HSR as a game. So it's no way he's just talking about story. He's talking about HSR, the game as a whole. And although I can respect Ryu's perspective on this, he reached with 90%. He did. He personally did. Because I gave him the benefit of the doubt and I said if we don't include repetition. But if we include repetition, a shit ton of people blitz, like they listen to the story, but then they just constantly soak up content on how to do certain rotations or how to get the fastest speedrun times, doing MOC constantly over and over, acquiring characters, building up characters. A lot of that is a big percentage of the gameplay of HSR, as well as these these other gacha games. But I mean, and the last thing I would like to say is that like, even if the thing he said was true, that is just like a broad stroke for the gacha space, because all these gacha spaces like do the same thing, man. I mean, all these gacha games, they all do the same shit. I told y'all, I will say this as many fucking, I don't care if I sound like a broken record. All these gacha games give you half-assed bang for your buck. They don't even give you a bang for your buck. I'm sorry. They give you like a tenth of what a real game would give you, and they convince you that that tenth is more than it actually is. It's not. And then they hype you up with these cool ass animations and adaptations, these bad bitches and shit. And like, then the content creators contribute in on the hype as well. And then like, you're sitting here thinking this shit is more than what it actually is. It's not. It's not. You know what I mean? Okay. What do you expect with the free game? You're a dumbass. Anybody who keeps trying to call these gacha games free games is just an idiot. I don't know what else to tell you.
Hey guys, just something I want to say to everyone out there. If you like Honkai Star Rail,
that's why they always include in all of my sponsorships, make sure you tell everybody we're free to play. You know why they tell us to say that? Because they want you to think the game is free.
Just keep in mind that this is not a personal attack on you for liking that game.
And then you start to realize that every MOC format is catered to the characters they're monetizing, and the ones you have are going to be dog shit torture to play with. Yeah. And then you start to realize that the shit you were trying to build for, now your resources are completely fucking dry and you're playing a tenth of a garbage fucking game. Yeah, you're right. That is the free experience. But the experience to actually have fun, that shit ain't free.
I'm not going to say like anything like you're stupid for liking it. If you do like it, then I'm genuinely happy for you. But these are the reasons why, personally, I don't like this game, and I just needed to get them off my chest for everyone to hear, because very often I hear people say that they like Honkai Star Rail, I say I don't, and they...
Ryu, you're a stand-up fucking guy. I met you in person. You are one of the realest motherfuckers I ever had the pleasure of meeting, and I only knew you for days. You are good, my guy.
Say why, and whenever that comes up now, I can just point to this video and say, just watch this and you'll understand why. As I mentioned before, there's a lot to like about Honkai Star Rail. Like the game design, the character design, the music is amazing. Some of the finale cutscenes and all of a sudden, I really enjoy all of those. But when it comes to actual core gameplay itself, in comparison to how much of it we actually get in this game, I don't think it measures up. And the further we go along in Honkai Star Rail, the further I feel like Hoyo just doesn't really want us to play this game like at all. Like with the whole auto battling system, it's very useful. It's very convenient as well. So don't get me wrong on that. But like with the amount of, or should I say, the lack of combat or the lack of gameplay in the actual story itself, combined with more recent characters such as Akron using her skill to instantly get rid of the other mobs as well, it just feels like more and more they're just giving us more reasons not to do the thing that we came to this game to do in the first place. Does that make sense? And I'm sure I'm going to hear some people say, well, just don't use Akron then. Well, that's, first of all, that's completely missing the point. Second of all, you realize that when you say that, when you're talking like that you sound like the people that are defending Genshin that are saying, oh, well, just don't use Hyperbloom then. Like,
yeah, straight up, man. Like, it's just like, it's terrible fucking arguments, man. It's like, let me hit you with two wrongs make a right. You know what I mean? They don't, man.
Why would I not use what I have in my arsenal? And it's the same thing I'm hearing quite often. All the things I hear people say that they hate about Genshin, they defend vehemently in Honkai Star Rail. I just don't understand why. I don't understand why they give Honkai Star Rail a pass when they absolutely rag on Genshin for it. They're both just as bad in my opinion. I know this video is going to get downvoted to hell, but that's fine.
No, it won't, brother. You eat it. You cooked. Look at that. You fucking cooked. 3,000 likes on 27K is insane. Chat, 3,000 likes below 30,000 views is actually nuclear, brother. That is a galactic W. 3,000 likes on 27K views? Insane. People loved this content. You just, hey, brother, Ryuku, you're going to have 431 morons. That's how you look at that. All right. 400. Some of them just thumbed the video down because of your hairline. I'll be honest with you. They just looked at their hairline. They said, thumb down. That's just how these motherfuckers are, bro.
I know that's just what it's going to be. I'll take Ryuko Sensei in this case, I guess. Because I bet most of the people won't really watch past the first 30 seconds. They'll just leave a downvote, a negative comment, and just go on with their life. And again, that's just the nature of things. Another thing I know that's going to happen is I'm going to get people in the comments saying, you only dislike it because you're a Kuro shill for Wuthering Waves. And that's just not the case. I made my first video about Honkai Star Rail way back in March, if I remember correctly, in March or April, way before Wuthering Waves came out. And I've always had these opinions about Honkai Star Rail. So it really isn't a case
Imagine how many dislikes he would have gotten if he was bald.
of me wanting to shill for any particular game or company over another one. It's just the way I feel about this. And in fact, I actually have another video in the works right now, kind of being really quite critical about Wuthering Waves.
Yeah.
Maybe not as hard as this video.
Ryu, I look forward. I will react to that one too, bro. Your content's fucking great.
Here, but still quite critical. So, I don't know. Take that for what it's worth. But to all you out there that actually watch this video to the end, just know that I greatly appreciate you, even if you disagree with me on Honkai Star Rail. It's just different things for different people, you know?
Yeah.
And while I'm recording
You're
this,
right.
The latest live stream hasn't been announced yet, so I have no idea what the new stuff is going to be like. But honestly, I don't really think it matters to me at all. I'm going to say it again. If you liked Penacony, if you like Honkai Star Rail, all the best to you. I honestly don't really care. It's fine. Like I said, I'm not going to say you're stupid for liking Honkai Star Rail. Everyone likes different things, and these are just the reasons why it doesn't suit my particular taste. It's nothing to do with me not liking story. I do. It's not me not liking turn-based action RPGs. I do. It's just I don't feel like this game respects my time as a player. If they cut out all of the fat and all the redundancy and
I respect all of that, and I'm sure a lot of people can agree with him. But the thing is, though, is you really can say that shit about a lot of these games, man. He should have led with this. Well, if he led with that, then people would have known that he was genuine. And if they know you're genuine, they're gonna click off. You got to understand, bro was out here trying to bait people to get good watch time in the video. You know what I'm saying? You start off with this. That's the worst business move. You got to start off with this last. That way, if people get off the video and say all this other stuff, then that just means they're morons who didn't finish the video.
all this just absolute yap and bloat, I think I'd really enjoy it, but it doesn't. Well, not yet anyway. I haven't even done like a 2.6 and I'm already hearing like all the banana memes, so whatever. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about this. And by the time I edit this video, I think it's actually going to come out after that live stream as well. So I'm going to be dealing with all that. So everyone's going to be coming off that high for the latest live stream, and
yeah, essay writing, hook them in the beginning. Correct, exactly.
they're going to see this video and just absolutely rip into it. And
He would crash out with 2.6. Hell yeah, he would. I haven't even played it, and I heard nothing but bad things about 2.6.
that's fine. It is what it is. As for me, I'm just going to log in, do my dailies, get my Jades, pull Fugue, because she's literally the only character I'm really hanging about for at the moment, and then I'm just going to peace the fuck out. I play 7 gacha games every day. One of those games I play 2 different counts on, and there are many other games coming out in the future, such as, say, like Duet Net Abyss, Neverness to Everness, Project Mugen, Azure Familia, all these other games, Arknight's Enfield as well is another one. All these games coming out, and I just will not have the time nor energy to go through all those. And
See, and this is exactly what I told you guys before. It's not that, like, for him, it's HSR, right? For me, it's Zenless Zone Zero. It's not that the games are bad. It's that they're competing for my time, and my time is limited. It's finite. And that's how he feels about HSR. He doesn't actually think HSR sucks. He has other things to do with his time and other games to play with his time. And so it's a matter of, do I choose this or do I choose this? Well, I'm going to choose this because this is a better way to spend my time from my personal experience.
so I'm going to have to like get rid of or like stop playing some of the games I'm currently playing. And Honkai Star Rail is at the top of my list.
What up, EO?
For the reasons I stated in this video. Anyway, yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Okay, that's everything. Yeah. Hey, boys, girls, that was a fucking banger of a video. It really was. The only thing I disagreed with, and I'm telling you, not only was Ryu wrong, but also the people in chat that said that shit were wrong. The only thing I really there was a number of things I disagree with, but for the most part, I 90% agree with him. They explained the absolute fuck out of the order and harmony in Penacony. They did. And if you didn't catch it, that's because yo ass fucking skipped over it, or you just couldn't you couldn't like register what they were saying. You just weren't paying attention, bro. You just weren't fucking listening. They literally explained order and harmony in Pinacone. And if you just didn't get it, yeah, you just didn't fucking listen, bro. Period. Or you were confused. And that's okay. Sometimes I get confused with stories. Anyways, Ryu, much love to you, brother. I will be uploading this to the YouTube channel. That was such a good fucking video. I think we had a pretty good nuanced discussion. As I said before, EO's a stand-up individual. I said EO. EO's a stand-up individual too. Ryu's a stand-up individual. He's not a bullshitter. He's not a fake person. So everything he shared in that video were his genuine sentiments. He even did his due diligence. I think everything that was stated, nobody should take that shit to heart. That was how somebody feels. And I guarantee you there's a lot of other people that feel the exact same way. Peace, love, and happiness. Holy 1 hour. Oh, shit. Okay.